Hey guys, it's Al again, and I'm here to talk about something new on the channel. I haven't done one of these before, but just the other day there was a release of some trailers for WWE 2K20. Now, you may have guessed by some of the content on my channel, I am a wrestling fan, and I do look forward to seeing what these wrestling games are going to do every year. And one of the big selling points for me is the roster. So what I want to do today is we're going to take a look at those trailers, and we're going to look for any hints or obvious showings of what the roster is going to be. We're going to talk about them, and yeah, and we're going to discuss a little bit who I would like to see on the roster that hasn't been announced. All right, here we are with our first trailer of the day, and this is just going to be an 11-second teaser. It's called the Coat Rack, and you're going to see why it's called that here in just a second. But what we're just going to do, we're going to take a look, and we're going to see what everything is that's in it. Again, this will probably give us hints to who's going to be in the game. Alright, so right here, we've obviously got a sledgehammer, so Triple H. You knew Triple H was going to be in the game. There were no two ways about that. We have a baseball bat here, so that's likely Sting, which I love. I love having Sting in the games. When I saw the trailer that he was going to be DLC in that first game he was in, I literally popped. That was awesome. I love having Sting in there. Huge Sting fan. So Sting is most likely in, hopefully in as many incarnations. Right here, we've got what looks to be Brutus Beefcake Shears. So Brother Brutai is probably in the game. Not the Brother Brutai persona, but just Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Alright, as we move on here, I can't tell what this is. So if anybody can tell or has any ideas, I'd love to hear in the comments below what you think it is. And then right here we've got an umbrella that could just be a piece of setting. But something that came to my mind is back in his WCW days, William Regal, then Lord Steven Regal, had a manager that would carry around an umbrella and used to jab people with it. So maybe this is a hint that William or Steven Regal may be in the game. I do miss having Regal in the game. I was a big fan of his when he was working. The guy was really good in my opinion. I was a huge fan of his. So maybe, and I'm probably overthinking it, but maybe this is a little tip that he might be in there. That would be a nice little get. Let's see. Alright, so we move up to the coat rack here. I can't tell what this thing is back here. Again, it could just be a place setting, something. It could be nothing. It's hard to tell. This robe, I'm not sure who this belonged to. Obviously, this right here would be the hint. But I'm not sure. I can't come up with who that might be. I know it looks familiar, and I should know who it is, but I just can't come up with it. Obviously, right here, we've got Ric Flair's robe. So Ric Flair's likely in the game. Of course he is. His daughter is going to be featured heavily, so there's no way he wouldn't be in there. This here, best I can figure is this might be something that rapper John Cena might have wore. Now, again, maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to hear in the comments below if you have a different opinion on that. But this thing on the chain looks like something that rapper John Cena might have wore. Maybe I'm forgetting something. I don't know. We've got the crown up here. That looks like the crown that Booker T wore when he was King Booker. So Booker T's probably in the game. Probably in his King Booker persona. I would prefer having Harlem Heat in the game. That's just me, though. I'd love to see that, but it is what it is. Obviously, we got DX, and that's probably just going to be separate skins for Triple H and HBK. We have Hogan's feathered boa here. So he's likely back in the game, it looks like. And we got to go back a little bit, because there's one more thing I want to talk about. Okay, come on. Sorry guys, this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm still getting used to it. Okay, so right here we've got the NWO belt. Now, they always have these old belts in there, so this might be nothing. But considering that they're saying the roster is going to be over 200 wrestlers this time around, there is a good chance that this is a sign that we're going to get the likes of Hall and Nash in the game. And possibly more. Oh, and one more thing with the DX deal I forgot. I haven't seen it officially confirmed yet, but it sounds like China might be in the game, which also would open up the avenues for possibly Road Dogg and Billy Gunn to be in the game as part of DX. Maybe even X-Pac or Syxx or whichever incarnation they want to put him in. So yeah, that is about all you're going to get out of this teaser. I'll see you guys just a minute, and we're going to take a look at the Banquet teaser, which is going to probably be the longest one. See you guys in just a second. Okay, so the next trailer we're going to take a look at here is the cover reveal trailer. And this one takes place in a banquet, so it's also the Banquet trailer. And we're going to take a look, and we're going to see what we can pull out of here. There is a lot in this trailer, so we're going to have some fun with it, and we're going to see what we can come up with. So obviously, I don't think this is alluding to anything. Unless maybe they did a shoot at a similar build for Ted DiBiase. Maybe this was the $1 Million Man's home at some point. I don't know. Maybe, again, I'm overthinking things. But let's hit play and see what we can come up with. Okay, so we can see here we got a lot of stuff around the room. We're going to get a look at all of this eventually. I don't see much in the way of people that I can make out from here. We got some more title belts in the background. There's the coat rack we just took a look at. Things seem to have been moved around a little bit. Alright, so let's see where we can go from here. Alright, so we have Andre and Hogan in the background, so Hogan's definitely back. Of course Andre's going to be in it. The song they're playing, I don't pick up any... I don't think it's anybody's theme music. I think it's just generic ballroom music. So there's Hogan. So obviously Hogan's going to be back in it. Who knows how many different skins you'll have for him. This back here, we'll get a little bit of a better look at it later, but that's Roddy Piper, so it looks like Piper's going to be in the game, which is awesome. Braun Strowman, HBK. You got the Velveteen Dream there in the background. Let's see. I think this might be the Dusty Rhodes statue, but we'll get a better look at that later. Paul Heyman. So obviously Heyman and Lesnar are going to be in it. They weren't going to keep Lesnar out of it. And they've been adding managers, so Heyman's in there. This, I can't really tell. Maybe that's Finn Balor. Finn's likely going to be in it anyway, but maybe that's Finn. Can't really tell, though. So, Steve Austin. Of course, Steve Austin's going to be in it. We've got Dusty Rhodes in the background there again. Alright, so that was Andre the Giant there. The Big Boss Man. Randy Savage. Eddie Guerrero. Trying to go slow here so I don't miss anything. There's a better look at the Roddy Piper. Oh, I never noticed the little hot rod thing there before. But yep, that's Roddy Piper. So they're obviously showing that he's going to be in the game. Sheamus. That looks like the back of somebody's head. I should know, but I don't, unfortunately. There's another look at the Dusty statue. Alright, this guy I think is part of NXT. I'm not 100% sure who it is, though. But I think he's part of NXT. So he might be an NXT guy in the game. But then, maybe I'm just looking into things a little too much and he's just an extra. Alright, so Becky Lynch, she's going to feature heavily in the game, of course. Better look at Velveteen Dream. Hulk Hogan again. Roman Reigns. Of course, Roman Reigns is going to be in the game. No question there. Charlotte Flair, The Miz. So they're both obviously going to be in the game. So there's another trailer. There was a lot there. We've got one more we're going to look at. Now, this one is gameplay reveal. We're going to skip through this one a little quicker. We don't need to listen to the presenter talk the whole time. But we're going to come back here in just a second with the next trailer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the final trailer we're going to look at today. And again, we're going to skip around this one a little bit more. It's a lot of Xavier Woods talking. We don't need to hear the whole explanation. You can go look the trailer up for yourself if you like. I will leave links to all of these trailers in the About section. So, Xavier Woods is the presenter here. Obviously, he's going to be part of the game. And with Kofi being the champion, there's no way they're going to leave the New Day out. So we've got Xavier Woods, Kofi, and Big E added to our list of people most likely in the game. Again, I'm skipping forward because we don't need to listen to him talk about everything here, and I don't want to get copyright striked. So, showcase mode, it's going to feature the 4 horsewomen. So, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch are all going to be in the game. They're all there. They're all going to be featured heavily. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Sasha, with her currently being a little on the outs with WWE. But that'll be interesting. All right, let's skip ahead to a little bit of gameplay and find our next set of clues here. Okay, I have to admit the ability to make female My Players is very interesting. I like it. Now, some of the gameplay they show here shows them both there, so I don't know if you're controlling them both at the same time, if you're picking one or the other. So this could be a really interesting mode to play with. But we're looking for gameplay and roster stuff here. Now, we're in a boiler room. Now, Mankind and The Rock have been confirmed to be in. There's actually skins of them that are DLC exclusives for pre-ordering the game. So these are the My Players, just real basic. All right, Papa Shango's back. We got Papa Shango here. So, all right, he's back. The Witch Doctor's back. Also means there's a good chance the Godfather's in as well. So there's a couple more people we can add to our list. All right, so we have Nia Jax in the back there. So she's obviously in. We've already talked about Braun. Here's The Miz and Asuka. So Asuka and Nia are both in. We've talked about The Miz and Braun already. Okay, so we've got the Street Profits are going to be in. No big surprise there. We've talked about Austin. Okay, the originals thing we'll talk about at another time. They're not going to talk about that too much here. Alright, and it looks like that's all we're going to get out of that trailer. Okay, anybody watching this video has probably noticed there's been a little change in the background here. I went to record this section yesterday, and the audio didn't record for some reason. So, yeah, I got to redo it. Now, I don't remember exactly what I said yesterday, but I'll try to make it as analogous as possible. Basically, after watching those 3 trailers, I came up with probably about 30 superstars that are superstars, whatever you want to call them, wrestlers, superstars. About 30 of them that are already pretty much confirmed to be in the game. So, what would I like to see that hasn't been announced yet? Nikki Cross. I would love to see Nikki Cross in the game. She, I believe, was in 2K18. She might have been DLC, but I believe she was in 2K18. But she wasn't in 2K19, which was really weird, because she was in the middle of a big push at the time on NXT. And now she's going through the whole thing with Alexa Bliss, where they're the tag champions. So yeah, it would be weird to not have her. And I'm a big Nikki Cross fan. I'd love to see her. I would also like to know what Matt Hardy are we going to get for the game. Because, let's be honest, I'm a fan of the crazy gimmicks. I want me some Woken Matt Hardy. I want the theme song. I want the gestures, the mannerisms. I want him doing some Woken stuff in the story mode. That would be wonderful! Yes! I like the crazy gimmicks. What can I say? I want to see more... Excuse me, I cannot stop coughing today. I want to see Woken Matt Hardy. Aside from that, a lot of things are negotiable. It'd be nice to see guys like Ken Shamrock come back. Maybe even put Dan Severn in the game. That'd be an interesting little tick. I know he wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but the guy's still going. Guys like Tito Santana might be nice to see in there. I'd love to see Ted DiBiase come back. The Ricky Steamboats. Oh, who else? Let's see. There's a good chance like Trish and Lita and the Bellas are going to be in there, especially with the new focus on the Women's Revolution. Beth Phoenix would be nice. Let's see. Who else would I like to see in there? I would love to see Al Snow in there. There seems to be a little bit of an emphasis on the Attitude Era. I don't think that's going to happen, though, considering he now owns OVW, I think it is. So I highly doubt that Al Snow is going to be in there, although that would be nice. I was a big Al Snow fan when he had the head gimmick. I had an Al Snow shirt on yesterday. I still have a couple of those. Let's see, what else? Yep, that's about all I can think of for now for things I'd like to see. And I gotta tell you, given the money, that I have the money for the game at the time, having Woken Matt Hardy and Al Snow in there would be an almost guaranteed sale for me. I would love to see those two in the game. So, anyway, that's my thoughts. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Who do you think is going to be in the game? Who would you like to see in the game that might not make it? This has been Al. See y'all next time.